Hey, global people, here's another culture moment for you. I have a blog, actually, I have two blogs, and if you watch this, I would hope that you found the blog by now. If not, then let me invite you. There's a blog on our website, theculturemastery.com, and you'll see the blog tab on top. I also have a blog on Medium, and I think that both the two are interrelated, and I'd be happy to share the link down here in the explanation box here. And there's on the Medium blog, there's one article for some reason that seems to resonate with readers more than any of the others, and it's an article that I wrote quite a while ago about communicative differences between Central Europeans and North Americans, or specifically US Americans and maybe most of the rest of the world. Because even though a lot of people around the world speak English, and many of them do so with knowledge of the uniqueness of American English, there's still some hiccups that you may encounter when you work with people from the United States. So I wrote an article about this with, I think it's the 9 tips that I would give anyone, especially from Central Europe, coming into North America. And one of them is cut to the chase. Don't beat around the bush. Tell them what you want right away. My teacher in high school in the United States, when I was a foreign exchange student, he said, Christian, get to the point. Tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them, and then tell them what you told them. All right, then, cut to the chase. Number 2 is be prepared for jargon, or most likely sports jargon. So remember, number 1 was cut to the chase. That's kind of jargon language. It doesn't come from sports, it comes from movies. Cut to the chase means go to the scene in the movie where there's the car chase, where the criminal gets chased by the police. Go to where the action is. So a lot of American English is steeped deeply in that kind of jargon. A lot of it comes from sports, baseball, American football, basketball, which might be a challenge if you come from a country where these sports aren't necessarily a big hit. So learning about the hitting it out of the park, or stepping up to the plate, or scoring from downtown, or moving the chain, those are all phrases that are deeply rooted in sports that America loves. And unless you're familiar with the sports and their phraseology and their vernacular, it might be difficult to understand. So familiarize yourself with that. Also, be prepared for informality. You may come from a country where it's very important to keep a professional distance or a certain level of formality when you communicate, where you maybe have 2 different forms of address for people that are close to you, friends, family, loved ones, and another form of address for people that are either your superiors or your coworkers or clients, customers, where you have to use a different form of formality in language, different forms of conjugating verbs, for instance. So be prepared for that. Those are just 3 of the 9 tips, and I'll share the other ones in upcoming culture moments.